anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. It's complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Back to throw, it's Collins. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you've got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they won't make the connection. Go.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration volume set to 100.
For the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second.
So now it's second and long. The give to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Moore. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They're going back to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
It settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll do it himself.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice 2nd effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Looking for a crease to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Williams. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. In this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Collins. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With the catch, it's Hansen. Touchdown, no! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Give to the running back. Finds a little space. Turning on the Jets. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And we're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. Touchdown, Tiger! A great catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback keeps it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Collins. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
To the house, he got loose. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Finds his man, it's Robinson. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
A little screen to the running back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
To the air, it's Collins. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Power football with the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Williams. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got him downfield. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. And some room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. QB draw. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback will keep it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Collins. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, looking for a man. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Collins. Fires to the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for room, it's Hardy.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The kick is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Collins. A little too much on that one, just out of...
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the Seminoles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
The sure hands, it's Williams. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback now breaking the field. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the grab. It's Hansen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. These 2 guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for space to the left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Hardy. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Noles are in the hurry up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the time.
Oh, he's got some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. That's caught. It's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
That's a disappointing play if you're on offense, I think, because you've got the lead. The defense knows you're going to run it. So it's understandable that you're not going to break off a 50-yard home run, but you've got to stay in the field of play. You cannot run out of bounds and stop the game clock at this juncture.
They feed him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moore.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Clemson.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.